Hi everyone, thank you so much for watching. Today I have a lot of products that I've used up that I wanted to share with you guys. Most of the time I throw things away as I go, but I decided to just compile them all together and share what it is that I love, hate, and will be buying once more. So here we go. Starting off with the first one, this is by Pravana. This is the Blonde Perfect Toning Mask. I have used the shampoo and conditioner from the Purple line, including their leave-in conditioner. They all worked great. I like this one for just like a 5-minute in the shower mask, and I feel that whenever I use this, I don't have to use any conditioner. My hair is much softer and it feels stronger. If you ever do any bleach on your hair, you know that your hair kind of looks either stringy or less healthy than a darker brunette kind of shade would look like. But with this mask, I feel that the hair looks perfectly fine. It doesn't look straw-like at all. I have repurchased this maybe 3 times now, and now that my hair is more so on my normal side and I'm not really doing the blonde too much, I won't, but I do like their masks. So if you're looking for a really good one to maintain your blonde or your highlights, this is one that I would recommend. Next, I have the NuFace Gel Primer. It's a hydrating leave-on formula, so you don't have to wash it off, and it's kind of like a must-have in order to activate the NuFace products. This is actually my second tube of this particular one, and I threw away the first one, but now this one is the one that I'm throwing away now. Now I do have a larger pump that I have replaced it with. It's nothing too heavy, it's nothing tacky. Overall, good gel formula if you do have a micro recurrent device that requires one. Next is by Tula Skincare. This is their Get Tone Toner. This is an interesting product to say the least. I'm not a fan, and reason why is it has this pump, and yes, it's at the top, so you think you can just squeeze out the product, but you have to flip it down and use it that way in order to dispense the product out, which at that point in time, why wouldn't you put this in a squeezy tube with this same pump at the bottom to where I'm just doing this instead of me trying to pump it out? I literally spent a great amount of time, and you can see there's a little bit of a crack there because I was so frustrated in like, hey, I hear the product in there, it was just not dispensing. So for that purpose, I'm not going to recommend nor buy this one more time. But whenever I did use it, I did see my skin a little bit more clear. I feel like it's a hassle to use this. While I was on the rant on wow, I am not gonna buy this again, I wanted to pull up the price just to see that it's not a cheap product by no means. This is a 3 fluid ounces, actually retails for $46, so that is an expensive toner to hassle with. And not just that, one thing I'm noticing is that the name change. Everything pretty much looks the same except for right here. Mine says Get Toned. It is now called the Secret Solution Pro Glycolic 10% Resurfacing Treatment Toner. Literally the same thing I have right here. It's just the different name that they have selected. So I don't know if they have changed the packaging and wanted to change the name altogether because of that feedback, or what was going on, or even if they got feedback regarding or what triggered them to change the name. A little bit shady if you ask me, but that is the toner. Next up, I have this Ultra Rich Cream by L'Occitane. This is the big tub, the 6.9 fluid ounces, and I have cleaned it all around. This item too is a bougie one to buy. It's a very nice cream. It is hydrating. It is not thick at all. It soaks up into the skin quite nicely. It is not sticky at all. It is a nice formulation, but a very expensive cream to buy for just an everyday. So if you are looking to splurge on a body cream, it's a really nice one. I probably won't buy it again unless I get it in a kit as a gift or on sale, but it is a very nice product to use. Next up is this Dabney Bathing Suit Body Exfoliator. This was a coconut scrub that I actually bought from Home Goods, I think, or Marshalls, one of the two. I don't see a tag, but I know they used to sell this brand at Target, and I just randomly found this one at my local Marshalls or Home Goods. I can't remember which of the two, but it had this little scoop that I never used. It was a very nice hydrating, worked just like a regular body scrub. I didn't pay too much for it. I think it was like $6 or something like that. This was the 24 ounces, and the only thing that I would say about the coconut is that it was a little bit oily, like in the shower, a little bit slippery, but that I've tried different body scrubs and they're just fine. I think it's just because of the coconut in here. But yeah, this was a really nice one, very finely milled, wasn't scratchy. What I find about some exfoliators is that if I use it on my bare hands, my hands themselves feel a little bit delicate. So with this one, it was kind of fine, I guess because of that same hydration from the coconut, but nonetheless, a very nice exfoliator. Next up, I have the L'Occitane almond shower oil. It's a cool product. You have to put it on your loofah and then put a little bit of water to activate it, or just use on your bare hands and put a little bit of water. The only thing with this is that this was their 8.4 fluid ounce, and now they do have a bigger bottle that you can buy, but this is pretty much their standard size for the shower oil. At least I felt like I went through it too quick. Now this shower oil is not too expensive for a shower oil, like in the grand scheme of all shower oils, but it is kind of up there too, especially for how quick I went through it. It's very nice. It does smell very nice in the shower, and it kind of brings like a little spa like feel whenever you're using it. So that's my only thing, that I feel like I went through it quite quickly, but nonetheless a good shower oil if you're looking for one. Next up is a product by Clarins. This is a multi-active day cream with SPF of 20. I did really like this cream, and this one was a 1.7 fluid ounces. I literally try to get everything in there. The packaging in itself is pretty luxurious. Clarins is a brand that I really like and enjoy. This I feel like I will buy again. I really did like it, and I do feel like the SPF, even though it's 20 and not too high up there, it's a great coverage, especially for every day. And it was a moisturizer that lasted me quite some time, even though it's not too big. This retails for $58 or $60. Right now I am using another one from Shiseido, but after that I'll probably jump back into this one because I did enjoy it. They do have a different version. I think it either has no SPF, it's like a baby blue jar, and then they have another one that is a red jar, which might be a little bit targeted to anti-aging if I'm not mistaken, but this is their multi-active, which I think could be for any age range. Very nice product. Again, this is by Clarins. Next up, this is a dry shampoo by the brand Pirette. It was nice at the beginning, and then I felt as I was going down the product, one, I was running out too fast, two, it wasn't leaving my hair as clean as I would like it. It's making them oily much sooner in some instances. As far as price point, I think this was like $25, $26, $27, $28, like in your typical dry hair shampoo range. But again, I kind of expected this one to be a little bit better. It says it was going to lightly voluminize roots, which I do think that it did do. It did have like a slight coconut scent to it, which wasn't too bad. And I'm reading in the back, and it says it's a flagship scent that is an antioxidant rich and multitasking to absorb oil. So I'm not sure exactly what that ingredient is, but there is that right there. Again, it was good at the beginning, it was promising, and then it just started going downhill. So again, the Pirette Invisible Dry Shampoo. So the invisible part, I will say it is true. Like, it didn't leave a white cast like most dry shampoos do. So a plus for that. Next up is a lash shampoo. This is your lash extender gentle care shampoo by the brand Melao, and it came with a brush. This I got off of Amazon, and it was very gentle, but my thing is, I feel like a lot of these shampoos for lash extensions are pretty much gimmicks. Whenever I would use it, I felt like my retention wasn't as high. I was able to use it through 4 different sets of lash extensions, so it does quite last. And then the little brush that it comes with, it was nice to get in there, but mine ended up breaking with the water and the adhesive in there, but whatnot. You know, of course, it's something I can hot glue back and use it for future lash shampoos if they don't come with a brush. I'm happy that it did come with one. It was very gentle and non-irritating, so I will give it that. I kind of feel like you can just do a mild soap and a lot of water to clean your lashes, and that would do just fine. Next up, I have the Tonic oil by Clarins. This oil is very nice. It is very expensive at the same time too. It is for firming and toning. For a long time, I would just put it onto my skin and use it like after a shower, and then I started just like paying attention to it, like, okay, am I getting the most out of my product, because I'm probably not using it correctly. And sure enough, the instructions actually say to apply to damp body, preferably in the mornings, and then follow with a cool shower. I have tried it like that a few times, and I do feel a little bit of freshness after doing that, but it could be just the effects of the actual shower themselves. I didn't see too much difference between applying it on its own and then applying it before showering, but it is a nice toning oil for your body. It is very bougie for sure, because it is $70 or $75. It is something that I have purchased, I don't know, some countless times before, maybe like 5-ish, 6 times before. I do have a bottle that I'm working through currently. I have it about maybe like halfway. This is something that I buy every now and then. Like, if I run out of it, I'm not gonna go get it immediately just because it is expensive. So just every now and then I'll get it. I mean, it does last me a long time. So again, the Tonic Tonic oil by Clarins. Next up is another product by L'Occitane. This is their overnight reset, or more specifically the Immortelle reset. This is an oil in a serum type of situation. A very cool product. It has these little beads. You can kind of see it. It's a little bit hard for me to pump those out. I do have to kind of take the whole product apart to be able to use what's left of it, but it is these cool little beads that as you massage it into your skin, they dissolve. Because of that same reason, you can just need that one pump, and because of the beads, it's enough to cover your entire face. That the next day, literally, my face is newer, refreshed, like tight. It is so interesting what this product does, but it fills in lines nicely. I mean, I don't have heavy line problems or issues, as you can probably see. My skin just looks tight, glowy, beautiful, new, all of the good stuff that you want basically in this little tiny bottle. This is one of my favorites from the brand. Something that I have repurchased maybe 3 or 4 times before, not in this particular size, but in their standard size. This one was a limited edition bottle that I went ahead and opted for just because I knew I had already tried it too many times before that it was worth it for me to go with the next size at the time. This is actually 1.6 fluid ounces. It is expensive. I want to say I think it's like $90 or something like that, but it's something out of everything that I'm going to show you here today, I am going to repurchase this no matter what, because it's very cool how it works and how you do see the difference in your skin literally the next day, because you do have to wear it overnight. Very innovative in my opinion. I'm a fan and I'll buy it again, so I probably won't find out any dupes anytime soon, but nonetheless, this is a very good product if you're looking for something like that. Next is also another product by Tula. This was their Purifying face cleanser, and honestly, this just kind of felt like an overpriced cleanser. It wasn't really exfoliating by no means. I don't think it does claim to do that. It just says it is a cult favorite, that is a gel base. It removes the dirt, impurities, and makeup without stripping or over drying. You can use it twice daily. 6.7 fluid ounces, and I was just looking up the price in Sephora and it retails for $34. So just an overpriced cleanser in my opinion. Just like this other product. Well, this one was better than this one. This one actually was, I could see the difference with this, but not with this. It wasn't too memorable, and the scent on this is like an old expired soap and fish combined together, if you can imagine what that smells like. It could be because of the probiotics and the superfoods that they claimed to put in here. I don't know. It says it's a cult classic. I'm not even sure why, but Tula does have a lot of cult following, and that's probably why I got sucked into buying these 2 products. But that's probably enough for me to try from the brand, and certain that I'm not going to buy a 3rd product from them. But if you do like this and you love it, let me know, because I am interested to see if maybe I'm using it incorrectly. I mean, it just says massage into wet skin and rinse, or maybe I got a bad one. I'm not sure, but that's my story with the cleanser by Tula. Not buying it again. Last, this is another product by Clarins. This is the Moisture Rich Body Lotion. This is actually less thicker than this. It's a more like a everyday user friendly, on the go, you need lotion now, here you go kind of situation, whereas this is just a slight bit thicker. Still very nice to use. This one's a little bit more, I guess, watery compared to that formula. This was something that I had in my makeup bag for a long time, and that it was my hand lotion, to be honest. It's a very nice body lotion, especially in this presentation where you squeeze out, because you can have it like in your handbag. It is expensive. I think it's like around the $50 range. If I do have the opportunity to buy it again, like if I do go to the actual clearance store, I might, but other than that, it's a very nice formula. I really do like it. It's just the price point for an everyday kind of thing, and the size. If they do have it in a smaller version, I think it'll be better for like your everyday makeup essentials. If you're wondering, I find it's a very sturdy cap that has a great lock, so I've never had this spill inside of a handbag or inside of my makeup bag. So just a plus for that. That was a lot of product. Let me know what it is that your experience is with any of these, or if you have any recommendations from any of the brands that I've mentioned. Let me know what that is. If you have any questions as well, let me know. I'll try to link down all the products in the description bar. And again, I hope that you'll decide to subscribe if you're not a part of my channel already. And thank you so much for spending a little bit of your day with me. Goodbye. I do kind of have to take off everything and take those